1932 as a secular war memorial to those who fought in World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War, as well as the Korean War. Now, while Harvard does not have any religious affiliation, many Puritan ministers were taught at this very church. Now, this area is also called the tertiary theater. Now, if you can imagine these steps as a stage, you can imagine what's behind me as a theater, because every single year, Harvard puts out 20,000 folding chairs for commencement exercises. Harvard speak for graduation. Now, to entertain all these families and students, Harvard's got to have some very famous people come speak. You see, one year, Mother Teresa was on the stage. Another year, they had Kofi Annan, the former Secretary of the UN. I hear J.K. Rowling spoke and gave a magical speech. Well, that's not funny. In 2007, Harvard featured both Bill Gates as well as Bill Clinton, because Harvard knows all about the big bills. Thank you guys. Thank you. Now, they've even had people funnier than myself, people such as Seth MacFarlane, creator of Family Guy, as well as Will Ferrell from Saturday Night Live. Some of you might know him as Shake and Bake, Ricky Bobby. Talladega Nights, anybody? Yeah. There we go. Now, the famous thing about this area is not actually Memorial Church. It is not the folded chairs, but it's actually that building that you see right behind me. That huge building is Widener Library, the second largest library here in America, and home to one of the best stories here on the tour. Now, you see, the full name of that library is the Harry Elkins Widener Memorial Library, constructed in 1915 for Harry Elkins Widener, who graduated in 1907. Graduated in 1907, but died in 1915. What happened to poor Harry? Well, let me give you some facts. Harry was a rich kid of a rich family, so when he graduated, he wanted to go to Europe on a rare book collecting expedition, because us Harvard kids really know how to party. Now, he was actually very successful. He found one of the Francis Bacon essays, as well as a Gutenberg Bible, one of the first books to ever be printed. So, he wanted to get back to the States as fast as possible, show all his friends and family what he had found. Now, does anybody know the fastest mode of transportation from Europe to America in 1912?
Titanic.
A boat, yes, that is right. It was the Titanic. He had a ticket aboard the ship and would go down with it. Now, funny thing about this is, like I said, he was a rich kid, so he had a first-class passenger seat, meaning he had access to a lifeboat. So, after hearing all the commotion, he gets out his room, runs out, and then sits in his lifeboat, thinks to himself, I'm going to survive. But then he realizes, I forgot my books. So he gets out his lifeboat, runs as fast as he can, picks up his books, carries them like a football, goes all the way back to his lifeboat, but there's no more lifeboats. So apparently Harvard teaches you a lot of things. What